Don't you know Brotherhood is so superior to O3? It's far better storytelling, world building, and everything.
Maybe you're too stupid to realize it's the superior.
I said O3 is good! Ah! Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Full Metal Breakdown. If you're enjoying the series and want to keep up to date with every weekly release, hit that subscribe button, give it a like, maybe even a comment. I greatly appreciate it, and I know you hear this a million times, but it really does help out the channel. Anyway, let's begin. So, for this intro shot and everything that's going on in this dream sequence Ed is having, not too much has changed, except when it cuts back to his mom after talking to him like, wow, you did such a good job. The only major difference is that instead of seeing her face, starting to give out and going bloody like in the manga, it shows the monstrous body they created from their human transmutation failure. And the cut to Nina was actually a completely new thing, which I think worked really good at showcasing the nightmare that Ed's having, like all the racking guilt and regrets he's feeling over the last few days, all combining into one.
Are you all right? You were dreaming.
So here's another small but kinda deeper change that Brotherhood did. In the original manga material, Ed is alone in this room when he wakes up from his nightmare, giving him a moment to just be vulnerable, saying that his leg hurts, letting it show that sometimes, yes, this phantom pain is there. But because Alphonse is in the room now in Brotherhood, he keeps quiet, just holding the leg, trying to stay strong in front of his brother. It's a nice little touch. It makes you kind of think about the two different scenarios that Ed's in, about what he is when he's alone and what he is when he's being watched. Neat.
What's the matter, you two? You're up awfully early.
We need to know what's going to happen to Tucker and Nina.
Mr. Tucker was scheduled to be stripped of his certification and stand trial for what he did to Nina. But they're both dead.
Dead?
You'll find out anyway, so I might as well tell you. They've been murdered.
How? By who?
We don't know. I was just heading over to the scene now.
We're coming with you.
No.
Why not?
You don't need to see this.
I love how they present Riza here. She's firm, strict, and still an officer of the military. And even though Ed technically outranks her, she's still firm enough to say no, because in the end, he's still a child and he should not have to see this, and she knows that. It's bits like this that really show these hardened soldiers' softer side throughout the series that helps them feel more human and not cruel and robotic in a way.
God has given us a great trial, my children. Wicked heathens have spread insidious rumors trying to shake our faith. And now the military seeks to oppress us.
That man speaks nothing but lies, can't you see that? We aren't pawns of the heathens like all of you are!
Human foolishness never ceases to amaze me.
Manipulate a little information, spout some empty rhetoric to the believers, and you have a fine recipe for instant violence.
Bloodshed gives way to more bloodshed. Hatred breeds more hatred, until all of the violence soaks into the land, carving rivers of blood.
I don't want to get too real on this channel too often, just make funny jokes, talk about a show I like, but damn, those words just hit so much harder these days, especially after, just name an event. But not all hope is lost. We gotta stay strong, guys. I know things will get better eventually. I know it, and I have faith, and I have hope in it.
But if you insist, this time around I'll go with the younger,
cuter model. What do you say?
A monster! What's going on here? What have you done? What have you done with the real Father Cornello?
Can I eat him? Can I?
Hey, fun fact, when Ed's actually trapped inside Gluttony's stomach later on in the story, we actually see the remains of this guy. Nice little attention to detail that they remembered all the way back from here to keep that in.
Scar? Because of his face? Yes, I've heard stories about that man. That's who you're trying to hunt down?
He's killed 5 people in Central, all state alchemists.
You should increase your escort and lay low for a while. Nobody will blame you. Please, I'm asking as your friend. You and Tucker are the only state alchemist of note in this area, right?
Oh no.
I love that Roy's first instinct on hearing this is, oh shit, Ed's in trouble. Even though the two have gotten on each other's nerves back and forth a bit throughout this show, I feel like Roy looks at Ed like a younger, annoying little brother. Yeah, he gets on your nerves and you want to call him a little shithead now and then, but you care about him and you don't want anything to happen to him and you'll rush to help him if he's in trouble.
All this time and I haven't grown up one bit. Thought maybe the rain would wash away some of this gloom that's following me. But right now, every drop that hits my face is even more depressing.
I don't even get that much. Without a body, I can't feel the rain hitting my face. That's something I miss all the time. I want to get my body back soon, brother. I just want to be human again.
I think when people think of FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood after watching it for the first time, this scene really sticks out a lot. Alphonse not able to cry, and yet through the way of the rain itself, sheds a tear for his sorrow of both Nina and the fact that he's still yearning for his human body again. Ed fully realizing that he's never grown up since that very day, reinforcing that yes, he has finally learned the lesson the truth was trying to teach him all those years ago. It's just a great scene, man. That's just what a lot of these are. They're just great scenes. It's such a good show. Go watch it!
Even if it means going against the flow of the world and trying to do the impossible.
You, boy, you were the FullMetal Alchemist Edward Elric, correct?
So a weird change for this scene is, in the original material in the manga, there was a nameless guard that actually found Ed and Al first and tried escorting them away. Scar sees him, kills him, and it really sets the stage for how dire the situation is. I'm not sure why they cut that or got rid of it, maybe it was a time restraint thing, but either way, nothing lost, nothing gained really, it's still a pretty well executed scene without it. Just something I wanted to point out.
Damn it, what the hell is this guy's problem? Making enemies isn't something that I never really avoided it.
The moment we see Scar, we know things are at an absolute shit show now for these two. We have never really seen Ed and Al have to run from a fight before. They've usually tackled it head on and been pretty cocky with it. So to see them running and on the defensive and having it just be absolutely nothing to Scar, even getting a little grin out of how much they're trying, it's this and all these other moments leading before and after that shows just how much of a formidable opponent he is with just basically one arm that can do alchemy. It's terrifying.
Most unusual.
Brother! Don't! Just run away!
You idiot! I'm not gonna leave you behind, Al!
You press your hands together to make a ring, and then you perform transmutation. Now I see. Then I will have to start by destroying this abhorrent right arm of yours.
Or, you know, you could kill him. I mean, he's right there. You don't gotta humble him. Scar's got him dead to rights. Like, he could just grab his head and then boom, show's over. But nah, he's like, I'm gonna humble you a little bit first.
Am I the only one you're trying to kill today?
But FullMetal Alchemist, you are the only one who's receiving judgment today.
In that case, I want your word. Promise me you won't hurt my brother.
I will keep that promise.
Stop! Don't touch him! No! No, you can't! Stop it!
It's so crazy to see Ed at his absolute lowest, seeming ready to accept his fate and just give up without a fight even anymore. I mean, he still tried to put up a fight, but it's so clear he's looking for an easy way out right now. An honorable end to his journey. I mean, from Ed going to this...
I can't tell you that. You have to figure it out. Stand up and walk. Keep moving forward. You've got 2 good legs, so use them. You're strong enough to make your own path.
To now surrendering and accepting his fate, it really shows the toll that everything's had on him, from his mother to the human transmutation failure and to Nina's death. It all just overwhelmed him for a moment, and it really shows, and it's just really well conveyed.
That's enough! You won't be killing anybody else today, Scar.
If you interfere, I will eliminate you as well. Oh, is that right?
You guys stay out of it.
Colonel Mustang, sir!
Colonel Mustang. So this is the Flame Alchemist. Volunteering yourself to receive judgment. This is truly an auspicious day.
So you know who I am, and you still want to challenge me. Bad decision.
So this is an example of fuck around and find out. And Roy was this close to finding out. Good thing he has his own personal babysitter keeping his ass in line. Otherwise, yo, he'd be pavement chalk right now. Oh, I love how this guy's an absolute badass, but an absolute clown all at the same time. It's perfect. It's just the perfect blend of comedy. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick history lesson for people who are just watching this but never seen Brotherhood. Risa Hawkeye, the woman who is just shooting at Scar, is a legendary sniper and firearms expert. Her sights are so precise, it'd make Deadeye from Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 look like fucking drunk vision. She is so legendary that she was bumped up from basic training to the War of Ishval because her shots were so accurate and so precise and just so legendary. So for Scar to so easily dodge her shots from close range with 2 weapons in hand and not get hit a single time that should basically tell you, yes, Scar is a very, very dangerous man that will fuck up anyone in his path. Like, when we get to later episodes, I'll bring up this clip again, and you can just remember that Scar dodged bullets from Hawkeye. You need to remember how impressive that is when we get later down the line. Alright? Alright. Back to the program.
Hey, Hawkeye! What the hell did you do that for?
You know as well as I do, you're useless on rainy days. Please stay back.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's kind of hard to get a spark going when it's raining, huh?
Absolute buffoon. I love this running joke.
It is fortunate that you can't create your blasphemous flame, State Alchemist. For I will destroy all who interfere with my mission right here and now.
I'd like to see you try it!
A newcomer.
Major, watch what you're doing! We don't want to destroy the city, do we?
Yeah. Heavy like a brick struck, looking like I'm too top, shining like your wristwatch. I'ma grab your wrist, smack down.
We have to strip.
So this killer is an alchemist too.
That's it. The stages of the transmutation process are construction, deconstruction, and reconstruction.
But if Scar is an alchemist as well, doesn't that mean he's strayed from whatever his ways of God are too?
And what would be his reasons for only targeting alchemists with state certification?
Red eyes and brown skin, that means he's...
Of course he's an Ishvalan!
Everything about this build-up and the mystery of Scar was all leading to this moment. And when they realize what he is, that he is an Ishvalan, we the viewers at first will have no idea why that's so significant. But as time goes on and on rewatch, it's like, oh yeah, I'd be like, holy shit myself if I saw an Ishvalan still standing after everything that happened in the war. This is one of those moments that are really, really good on rewatches. Good impactful on the first view, but more impactful on the second.
You might as well give up, Scar. You're not getting away.
Damn it, guys, he got away!
Killed.
Oh, is it over now?
Lieutenant Colonel Hughes, where have you been this whole time?
I thought it best to lay low.
You didn't think about maybe backing us up?
Of course not! A person like me shouldn't get dragged into a freak show with you pack of pseudo-humans. It's bad for my health! Don't just stand there. We've got things to do.
Al, talk to me. Are you all right? Come on, Al. Al, do you hear me?
Why didn't you run away when I told you to? What kind of idiot are you?
No way! I'm not just gonna run away and leave you behind!
Which is exactly why you're an idiot!
So, this scene does follow the manga exactly. Alphon punches Ed and it's a little played up for laughs, but I would have preferred if they kept the scene the way 03 did it. Have Alphonse punch Ed, but it's more grounded and serious, not cartoony at all, not played for laughs. Helps keep the scene serious and flows better a little bit in my opinion. Otherwise, great scene and great emotional build-up. I love it.
What do you keep punching me like that for? If I'd run away, you could have been killed, you know that?
And maybe I wouldn't have been. Survival is the only way, Ed. Live on. Learn more about alchemy. You could find a way to get our bodies back and help people like Nina. You can't do that by dying!
This is basically exactly what Ed told Rose to do. It's worded very differently, but it's the same message. You can't just be still and give up. The only way forward is to move forward. And it really helps shows Alphonse's character by having him be the one to say it. It's really nice and just a really well done scene. I have nothing else to add, it's just good.
We're really falling apart, aren't we, brother? We look like we belong in a junkyard.
But we're still alive.
We are.
I love the symbolism here. The dark times have passed and Ed and Al have their hope again. The sunshine finally returning as their comrades help them back up, giving a helping hand showing that they're not alone. It's just a very uplifting scene, and it's done so very well with the music, the lighting, and everything. Just phenomenal.
I don't envy you. This is one tough customer you're dealing with.
And now we know he's Ishvalan. The Ishvalans were a race of people who lived to the east of us. 13 years ago, a military officer accidentally shot and killed an Ishvalan child, and that led to a full-blown civil war. After 7 years of this, an order came down from the military high command to exterminate Ishval. Many state alchemists were brought in to act as human weapons.
Hey, check it out. They kept the freezing alchemist from the filler episode here. That's a nice little touch to keep up with the continuity they established. Making sure they don't just forget about it. Nice little touches like that make it all worthwhile. In the long scheme of things, you know? The Ishvalan Civil War. Something that I really wish Brotherhood handled a little better. They handle it okay later on when Riza dives into it more, but they really gloss over a lot of facts. Like, I'll get into it when we get later on when Riza covers it in her episode, but there is just a lot missing, including an entire squad that's going to play a huge role in the finale.
Needless to say, the state alchemists produced striking results. That man is an Ishvalan survivor. In a sense, his revenge is justified.
No way! There's no justification for taking revenge on people who had nothing to do with it. He's just dressing his ugly lust for vengeance in the mantle of his god and calling himself an agent of justice.
Ed is 100% right here. If Scar was only going after state alchemists who took part in the Ishvalan Civil War, then he'd be much more understandable, but no, he's just killing anyone who gets in his way of any state alchemist. In a way, by using his own god's name for a name of vengeance, he's tarnished Ishval's name more than any state alchemist has with their alchemy. He's literally become the thing he despises most in this world. An alchemist.
Well, Ed, Alphonse, what are you two going to do now? What's the plan?
We're going to keep moving. We can't just sit around, not as long as we're still alive.
He's got 2 working legs, and he's gonna use them to keep moving forward. I love how all the advice went full circle.
Brother.
Before we can make any headway on getting your body back, we have to get my arm back to normal. After all, I'm the only one who knows how to bond your soul to the armor.
Uh-huh.
We've got no choice. It's been a long time. We need to pay a visit to our mechanic.
So that was episode 5. To be honest, another really solid episode. I got very little complaints about this one. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. With that being said, yeah, no complaints, no more notes. We got more to talk about next week, so I'll see you then. If you enjoyed it, again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Helps me out and makes me feel really happy. Thanks, you guys. Peace out.